PBS Kids, the children's programming arm of PBS, has a history rooted in using television to educate and entertain young viewers. It evolved from PBS's Ready to Learn initiative, which aimed to provide educational programming to underprivileged children. The PBS Kids brand was officially launched on September 6, 1999. PTV Block 1994. In 1994, PBS introduced a dedicated block of children's programming called PTV, which included shows like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood and Sesame Street and many more. PBS Kids Launch 1999. The PBS Kids brand was officially launched in 1999, bringing together daytime programming, online content, and home video releases under one name. PBS Kids Go. 2006. PBS introduced PBS Kids Go to specifically target school-aged children, recognizing that viewership was primarily from preschoolers. PBS Kids Go discontinued 2013. The PBS Kids Go block was discontinued in 2013, and the remaining shows were integrated into the main PBS Kids lineup. The Senate passed a $9 billion rescissions package, including a full $1.1 billion cut to the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, which funds both PBS and NPR. President Trump publicly urged Republicans to defund PBS. Two Republican senators, Susan Collins Mee and Lisa Murkowski AK, broke ranks to oppose the bill, citing the value PBS provides to their rural states. These cuts will significantly impact all of our stations, but will be especially devastating to smaller stations and those serving large rural areas. PBS President and CEO Paula Kerger told The Hill, "There is nothing more American than PBS. Despite today's setback, we are determined to keep fighting to preserve the essential services we provide to the American public." Local PBS stations, especially in rural or low-income areas, where federal funding makes up most of the budget, free access to PBS Kids content, including over-the-air shows for families without cable or internet. The bill would also eliminate the Ready to Learn grant, which supports early childhood education, inclusive character development, and outreach programs that bridge learning gaps for under-resourced communities. How to help save PBS or PBS Kids is first, call your senator to tell them to vote no for canceling funding for public education. Second is donating to your local PBS station, especially those smaller stations in smaller towns that don't get that much funding and always count on funding from the government. If it wasn't for Mr. Rogers fighting for public education shows for kids by starting the first PBS show in the first kids show, which was Mr. Rogers, and we all should be fighting to save PBS just like Mr. Rogers then all those years ago.